Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmidt. This is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching episodes 9 and 10 of The Sopranos. What'd you think of the last two episodes?
Pretty eventful. A lot going on just with everyone, but especially Tony and Carmela.
Yeah, they had their first intimate moment since separating.
Yeah.
That whole party, as chaotic as it was, it seemed like such a normal moment for Tony and Carmela.
Yeah.
It was weird, but also wholesome, I guess. I don't know.
Wholesome for them.
Right, yeah.
So that was very interesting. Obviously, we watched Christopher just kind of destroy that man's life.
Oh yeah, and we also had probably the biggest development maybe is Tony B taking out a member of Johnny Sack's crew, I guess, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a huge move by Little Carmine, going behind Tony's back. That seems like it's just gonna open up a whole can of worms or problems, whatever you wanna say.
Yeah.
Not good, and it was also very messy.
Yeah, Tony B is a mess.
So we're closing in at the end of season 5. There's only one season left. I know technically season 6 is almost like 2 seasons, but we gotta be going like full steam ahead probably for the end of season 5 in these next couple of episodes. I assume with some sort of confusion or mix up between Little Carmine, Johnny Sack, and Tony Soprano, there's got to be some sort of power grab going on here. And I think if I had to guess, that's what season 5 would end on. But the way Sopranos works, the rest of the episodes could be like 100% focused on Meadow for some reason or something. I'd be like, whoa, did not expect that. But it's been a great ride so far, and I'm super excited to see what happens next.
Yeah, me too.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Twitch, Instagram, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episodes.
Had a whole system. You do to your foot.
Yeah, pretty big limp.
And 2 black guys jumped me outside a bar.
That's his excuse, getting jumped.
Why don't you cut your mother a break? She's the one holding this family together in this current situation and all.
Dang, Tony.
Read the check, please.
The young man took care of it.
Oh, wow.
You paid the check? You're lucky you don't get your head handed to you.
Dad.
Really?
You eat, I pay.
Mr.
No,
Soprano.
when you have your own family, you pay.
What a bitch.
I mean, that was bad on Tony's part. And
You should-
Meadow knew as soon as the waiter said that.
Yeah, Meadow knew.
You're a good guy. I respect you trying.
Trying, he succeeded, you failed.
You two should talk. Let me just pee.
Not even getting out.
Wow. Looks like there was maybe a little chance of mending things.
To give you this and a kiss on the cheek.
Where's the kiss on the cheek?
It's the last thing I needed was to talk to him.
Oh.
Yeah, she's hurt.
Who's little Carmine behind it? Payback that whore was fucking Lorraine Caluso.
You don't know that for sure.
Some homeless fuck saw a guy limping away.
Oh.
I told you there was someone there.
Yeah. And Tony knows that limp. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't put that together.
Well, it's both. I mean, Tony noticed the limp and you noticed the person who was the witness.
Yeah.
Oh, something on your mind, Tony?
I'll tell you, I don't know how to get through Joey's funeral.
Oh, he's going down.
Whoa, what's wrong? You all right? Come on. Whoa. Good. That's it.
Oh, no.
The fundamental question is, will I be as effective as a boss like my dad was?
I mean, maybe I should go back out. I can work as a PA for Josh's dad. Major magazine ads, BMW.
Is that what you want?
No,
Your thing with models.
there's no models.
Just blow off dental school? I could come out west with you.
Is that what you want to do?
I don't know. Do you want me to come out?
If you want to.
This is a mess.
It's roasting in here. It's 10:30. We can still get into a movie.
I feel like this is not the time to be making this decision.
Right?
I don't know. You say.
No, you.
Man, they cannot make a decision.
It's like us trying to figure out what to have for dinner.
I'm thinking it's time I move forward with the divorce proceedings.
As far as handling it, I'm afraid I have to recuse myself.
Oh, did Tony? Oh. The bear's back.
He talked to 7 or 8 of the top divorce attorneys in New Jersey.
Well, you could probably figure that maneuver out for yourself.
Yeah.
I understand your frustration. If you like, I can recommend a colleague. Someone your husband hasn't contaminated.
Contaminated.
That was nice of him to even offer that.
Yeah.
Joey Peep's mom's a widow. I'm thinking we should pick up the headstone. Don't you outside?
Oh. Oh, he's mad.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out somebody got a look at the guy that did Joe Peeps. All they got so far, she's got a bad limp. You went away that night, and I didn't.
You're the one who keeps bringing that up. I'm fine with it.
I don't know.
No, I mean, Tony is the only one that's brought it up.
Really?
I think so.
First of all, for the record, I had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Really want to know?
Mm,
That'd just be another problem for you with Johnny, right?
You're a capable guy.
not really.
If you'd fucking be straight with me, I could use all that.
Put me in, coach.
I feel like he ruined that.
All right, we got the casino on Bloomfield Avenue above the hardware store. A lot of fucking money there. It's long overdue.
This is sending mixed messages.
Yeah, because he just went behind Tony's back and now he's getting a serious promotion.
Carmela and I slept together.
Ooh. She's like, what?
Poor thing was starved for it, honestly. I'm the only man she's ever been with.
Did you discuss it?
Pretty sure she was banging quite a bit.
Because if she woke up and I was there, it would send mixed signals, you know.
He's been sending mixed signals all episode.
I'm a little concerned that the returns don't really reflect everything. There is other income.
This other income, is it from an illegal stream?
No, of course not.
What happens if it is?
I used a forensic accountant. He outlined 11 years of income.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
Do not send someone looking into Tony's income.
Looks like he got you a job working construction. He said you don't need experience to be a laborer or something.
You're just gonna go there and chill.
How's that even possible?
Don't ask questions.
But also, what is Meadow doing? Like,
What do you mean?
I would not get my boyfriend a job with my dad if my dad was Tony Soprano.
Pods haven't had a team in 20 years.
What are you talking about? They were in the series in '98.
Yeah, he might learn a little too much.
Scrub off my tires.
I'm supposed to be picking up scrap.
You'll be picking up your teeth in another second.
He has no idea who that is.
No idea.
What are you talking about? Meadow Soprano. That's her boyfriend.
Oh, the guy I just yelled at?
I can't find any Lysol.
Don't worry about it.
What a change.
You take her someplace nice. Make sure you tell it's from Uncle Paul.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of
Exposure to this life. This might honestly send him running.
A Meadow's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't take a job so that he wouldn't possibly take it from someone who needs it more.
I have asked you to lunch to tell you that I'm filing for divorce.
I hope you brought your appetite.
Oh, already leave.
Why don't you give us a minute?
Don't come back.
I am through trying to get you to provide beyond the minimum I need to live.
Oh, so it's fucking money.
No,
Go stand over
Artie.
there. I'll call you when I'm ready. The only reason you have anything is because of my fucking sweat. And you act like butter wouldn't melt in your mouth. And you don't want it to get ugly. You're entitled to shit.
Oh, jeez. That was intense.
She zigs, I zag.
What's her dad like? He's always flirting.
No, that's not Meadow.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, they all are pretty much.
So you dating anybody now?
Is she a prostitute for all of them?
That's what I was gathering, but
I don't know if he's going to get drawn or like chased away by all this. He might get influenced a little too much.
Haven't you ever thought beyond being dependent on some man? Simple for everybody who isn't expecting things to be handed to them.
Damn.
There are options in life.
You have options. I have a lawyer.
What a line.
this is gonna get so ugly.
Did he accept his car?
Felicia,
What?
this case is Tona come in yet?
Yeah, it's in the trailer.
Or maybe she just works in the office.
Maybe.
Now I feel bad.
That skank I saw you with? This girl's fucking mustache. It must have been like kissing a fireman. You ought to know, sweetie.
Damn.
What'd you say? We're just breaking balls.
Yeah, everyone's joking around.
Do me a favor, huh? Hold this.
Oh.
Hey, yo. Gene, relax.
You okay?
All right.
Oh, you've never seen violence before?
Felicia, one ambulance.
Use your own phone. I'm busy.
Oh, damn.
Are you gonna eat?
I'm not hungry. It's too hot anyway.
They're really shooken up.
And we commit his body to its resting place.
Peeps? Family name is Pepparelli. What are they gonna redo it?
The stone is wrong?
The Lord bless him and keep him. The Lord make his...
Oh, he's there?
Wow. Tony B's there too.
Damn.
Guess who we saw on the Upper West Side the other night? Your fucking cousin Tony.
Your Maserati hit your fucking head?
You two-faced fuck.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You want to yell at somebody, the man you should be talking to is right over there.
I should fucking kill him.
Oh.
And his fucking wife.
Calm down. Come on.
I mean, Johnny's not wrong. That is who killed him. I could see like a Departed situation where like 3 or 4 big people die within like 30 seconds.
You're gonna bleed some drunken Irish fucking prick over me. Have a drink.
I don't want a fucking drink.
Have one anyway.
How's your daughter doing?
Good. My cousin could not have been in the city that night because he was with me.
Oh, man.
We were upstate, Monticello.
Oh man, Tony, you're...
If I find out you're lying.
I'm sitting here humbling myself out of friendship to you, John.
He went all in on that.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he believes him either.
Not fully. Clearly with
And
that
is he-
shot.
Yeah. Is he still limping too?
Oh, he better not be.
Yeah.
And Tony can't back out of this lie anymore now that he placed himself there.
Where you going? Come here.
He's probably afraid to say the wrong thing.
Ali or Tyson?
I really don't know.
You don't know.
He's afraid.
To tell you the truth, after the other day, I really don't want to say the wrong thing. I should get back. Ramos will be on my ass.
We got the good donuts today.
Just sit down and don't say anything. Or always be like, what do you think? I agree.
You got any idea the money in that casino? To give it to Tony B?
Oh my gosh.
Guy gets out of jail, suddenly I'm dog shit in Tony's eye. I used to be #1 cousin, now I'm being eased aside.
I didn't even think of that. Pissing other people off?
Hello? It's me. Hi, what's up?
Oh, I wonder if she's gonna say shit about Tony B to maybe get him out of the way
Yeah.
so Christopher can get a promotion.
Maybe I'll just crash at work. Felicia told me where she keeps the key to the trailer.
Felicia told him.
Yeah, I would be worried about Felicia. I'm assuming Felicia might be there already.
You think Felicia also stays there?
Possibly. Or gets there early. Oh, no fucking way.
Oh.
You do not want to see that.
Why did the guy not say anything? Like
Stay down. Like, just force his head down. Holy shit, he can get killed.
Finn DiTrolio, my arch nemesis.
What's up, Vito?
Not much, Finn. Except I got a little surprise for you. 2 tickets to see your Padres.
Holy fuck.
Don't pull that all shuck shit with me. You're fucking going. And I don't like to miss the national anthem.
Oh my god. I don't know if he's gonna get killed or forced to be a lover.
Well, and that wasn't 2 tickets. It was just 1.
No, I thought it was 2, wasn't it?
I think it's for the 2 of them.
Oh yeah, it's just those 2 are
Yeah.
Just not gonna show up? You love baseball. What is wrong with you?
You're not going? I mean, he might kill you there.
I'd kill you for not going.
He came on to me, all right? Either that or he wants to kill me.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
I seriously doubt he wants to kill you.
Well, maybe he wants to fuck me and then kill me.
Meadow, you better believe him.
Strings my father pulled to get you that job and you just fucking quit?
So it's all about you, right?
Is that all you can say whenever it's anything to do with my feelings?
He might be killed.
I mean, I feel like Meadow was already a little bit insecure with where their relationship stood. And this was just like the straw that broke the camel's back. But she's clearly not understanding the severity of this.
Oh my god.
This point in our lives is a transition period forced on us by external events.
Stop talking all stupid.
You went right to the closet and got out your suitcase.
This guy's gonna get so fucking murdered. Especially if he breaks up with Meadow. That's the only thing keeping him possibly alive.
Why don't we just get married?
There you go, that works.
So romantic.
Why are you saying that now?
I can't think. It's too late. It's just something I feel very strongly.
You were talking about commitment?
I called another accountant. Frankly, when he heard your husband was the defendant, he demurred as well.
They're too afraid to go after Tony Maybe Meadow can represent you.
It's not the first time it's happened recently.
I wish you had told me.
Yeah, well, I wish you'd cured it.
What was going on in your life?
You had just rebuffed my affections.
It's your fault.
When did it next happen?
The other day at the golf course, my cousin entered into that too.
Is he in danger of losing the foot? Or...
Forget the foot.
I mean, the foot's kind of important.
And I was supposed to be there the night of the jacket.
Guilt.
He lost his wife, his daughter.
No wonder you're having anxiety attacks. Maybe if you came clean with him.
I mean, they've kind of talked about it.
Yeah, came clean about what, though?
Yeah.
Are you having an attack now?
No. I had a huge lunch, that's all. It's gas. All right, the night he got pinched, I had a fucking panic attack, all right? From my mother, goddammit.
Oh.
Focus on your breathing. Slowly. Please, focus.
Just sit.
I started screaming at her. I walked out the door, went over to the car, opened the door, boom. Had a fight with my mother, and I fainted. That's why I missed the job.
I guess there is something to come clean about.
You know, sometimes what happens in here is like taking a shit.
More like childbirth.
Trust me. It's like taking a shit.
That was such a great scene.
That was probably their best session ever.
Yeah. That was amazing.
What is Carmela gonna do now?
Literally no one in New Jersey who will help her. I thought it was going to be the bear.
Maybe the bear will also come.
Just accepting the bear in her backyard.
What else is she gonna do?
Go get that AK.
Hello?
Mom, I'm engaged.
Oh.
We're getting married.
Wonderful, honey. I'm just so surprised. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
That was crazy.
That episode felt like we just watched a movie.
That was one of my more favorite episodes of season 5.
Where the fuck were you longshoreman?
Tighten security at the ports. Al-Qaeda.
Got some problems, Johnny?
Your cousin didn't whack Joey. The Vespers never got into my hands.
All right, Johnny.
No! They're just a bunch of losers!
Oh.
That kid tripped my kid! Going for the ball! She was not!
She's gonna kick this woman's ass.
Oh, shut up and get out of here. Don't tell me to shut up.
Oh.
Lady.
You were half her size. Fuck her up, Janice. Yeah.
Somebody! How do you like it now? Now, how kids kick my kick it off?
All right. I love that.
The Vesper scooters came in, but there was no opportunity to grab them.
Shot at the funeral? Whatever that was. Suddenly no Vespers.
I mean, I guess Tony's the only one that knows about the Tony B situation.
Yeah.
Find out what the fuck is going on.
You know what's going on.
I thought you should know your sister Janice got arrested.
What?
Oh, it's on the news?
Parents taping the match captured the melee.
My kid kicked my kid!
Charges are still pending.
Oh no, Janice.
Sister of reputed New Jersey mob boss Anthony Soprano.
Gets seen tackled.
Janice, open the door.
Is she in jail?
My name was all over the fucking TV because of your bullshit.
That bitch is lucky I didn't kill her.
Well, we know that.
What?
You in your fucking temper, Janice.
Get out.
Janice's temper?
Shit. I mean, Janice did kill.
Yeah.
Richie?
I know this looks bad, but on the other hand, she called Sophia her daughter.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we know that, Tony.
But how many times I gotta tell you? Get control of your wife.
Aw, Bobby.
Janice was sticking up for her kid.
Yeah?
Pretending to be asleep.
I'm so embarrassed.
You'll defend your children like a lion with her cubs.
You're not my parent.
Oh.
Try to care very much. Now get to sleep.
You're gonna punch me?
Oh, damn.
Double down.
Didn't the blonde woman push her first?
No.
Oh.
She pushed her back.
Janice, I think you need professional help. This is not an isolated incident. They won't let you shop up at the corner anymore.
Oh.
Those coffee beans were burnt, Bobby. You tasted them.
Oh, Janice.
If you don't go to these anger classes they have or whatever, this with us ain't gonna work out.
Dang, Bobby put his foot down.
Yeah. He's got to look out for his kids.
Yeah, kids come first.
The music. Oh.
And Tony B's already there.
Yeah. Back seat for you.
Just look at your canned peaches up there.
I gotta move that shit.
So you and your cousin here, you're gonna go up there and take care of it.
Picking out wedding cakes?
Yeah.
Hope you have better luck than I did.
Why, you didn't like your cake?
Well, you got something you want to say?
I think he just did.
Holy crap, the way these guys just chuck drama.
Who is this Uncle Pat anyway?
But they let him retire to this farm upstate New York.
Yeah, what's up there?
I don't know. Canned peaches?
He had the hiccups for like a year.
Jeez.
Oof.
Great guy.
Make me go insane.
Yeah.
They said I had to be initiated into a special club by being tied to a tree. I was on that tree till 3 o'clock in the fucking morning.
This is like a long-standing
issue or
yeah.
Tony B goes wrong, and Tony lays a $200K a year cash cow on it.
Oh.
What if we left here and you went into something else? Male modeling?
As far as male modeling, I'd probably be a success, but
I could definitely do it, but
I'm a soldier, Adriana. When are you gonna understand that?
I don't know. She might say something to take Tony B out.
What the fuck? Carmela.
Oh, she drained it?
I thought we were getting along better lately.
You couldn't even play fair.
I'm not the one that wanted it.
So mad.
It's like a kid.
Throwing a little tantrum.
He's a nice kid, Finn. Right?
Right.
Does he know about the engagement?
I don't know.
We're gonna throw him an engagement party or what?
If we can be civil. She's so young.
Same age we were.
Yeah.
And look how that turned out.
Last time I asked you to jot down 1 or 2 situations or people that trigger your anger.
Oh, she went.
Miranda Bailey, what are you doing there?
Hospital is struggling.
What we can control is our response to those triggers.
So people just get a free pass?
Checking my work and nobody else's? I wonder why.
Because you're a minority?
You seem angry about Evelyn's problem.
She's like taking over the class.
It doesn't make you mad. You make you mad.
Blasting that rap shit and you can't say anything because they might have guns?
Wait a fucking minute.
It's fucking priceless.
Okay, let's not time travel.
Totally twisted.
Uncle Pat's farm, when you're 12, 13, man, it's like fucking heaven, right?
Not for Chris.
He made me clear the brush by the fence with a fucking scythe, though.
Yeah, I had to do that. They used to call me Ichabod Crane.
Who?
Some very sorry people, that's who.
They relating there?
She got charged with aggravated assault and resisting arrest.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Depression is rage turned inward.
Wow, okay.
Tell me about the soprano temper.
Well, the thing is, it's bad for business. We forget that in the old days, they didn't get mad. They just smiled and nodded and made sure you got it later. Revenge is like serving cold cuts.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
So what I say?
The falcon cannot hear the falconer.
What the fuck are you talking about?
But you feel you're above all of it. And if things don't go your way, you blow.
Big time.
I'll admit it's not good for me, all this fucking agitation. Fucking exhausted all the time.
Depression is rage turned inward.
He's had some great sessions with Dr. Melfi lately.
Yeah.
We know where Chrissy buried the guy, but with Uncle Johnny's, you gotta help us out.
They're picking up bodies?
I'm not exactly sure.
That's what it sounded like.
You don't remember where?
It was a long time ago.
Oh, fuck.
Our bodies are 86% water. His last blood test, he was 65% Zapolar.
Getting along, guys. Found it? Ooh. Nice skull there.
Who is this guy anyway?
My first.
Is this a flashback? Oh,
Think
no.
so.
This is the harbor for, like, the scooters or something?
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about any fucking Vespers.
We know they got here. What happened to them?
Ooh.
Those the guys from New York. Philly and town now.
They gotta make sure they get all of the bones.
Thanks for doing this. You didn't have to.
Fuck that. You're my little cousin.
This is huge.
Yeah, right?
As far as Tony putting me in at the casino, I knew people were going to resent that. But I went away for a long time. But I feel I had a little coming to me.
I was telling Benny that the other day. He was complaining.
Okay. Covered all the topics. Wasn't there multiple bodies?
They don't know where the other ones are, though.
Johnny's got in his head that somehow my cousin had something to do with Joey Peeps.
Johnny should be out looking for the real killers.
Motherfuckers!
It's interesting how little control he has over a port in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm going back with my husband.
Oh. What the fuck was that? We've never had a transition like that.
The Johnson brothers' bodies. I know where they are.
Say it, quick.
Over by the fence in the northwest corner.
You fucking sure? Lunch!
This could be super helpful.
This is mailed from 3 fucking weeks ago.
Why don't you go to service and get somebody new?
2 classes. She's already telling people how to run their life.
Use your training.
I was making everybody in my life miserable. I'm pouting and feeling victimized, but I feel so much better.
Good.
Sadness is beginning to lift.
Sad.
Yeah.
Rage is depression, turn inward. Depression is rage, turn inward.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Damn, am I proud of Janice?
I know, right? Like, what the fuck? Good job, Janice. I like how that whole time there's just a yapping dog and then sirens, and it's just like so much stuff you could easily get annoyed at.
God, I don't believe it.
What's that, Anthony?
Man.
Oh.
You all right?
God, you're big. Oh.
It's crazy how nice this whole moment is, even though they're finding dead bodies.
You look good.
Real good.
He does look great. He's 85, right?
This is the life, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just saying that.
It's so calm and peaceful out here. No screaming or yelling.
Oh, Tony should buy it.
That's a great idea. They don't even need to worry about the bodies anymore. Well, it looks like they found them, but... yeah, screw Whitecaps. Buy that orchard.
You want to pick a different...
spot.
The human body is 86% water, but Louise's last blood test, she was 65% Zeppelin.
Little inside joke for those two.
What the fuck's so funny about that? Doesn't even make sense.
It's about you, Tony.
Come on, don't get pissy now. He's just having a joke, that's all.
Come on.
Sobriety's hard enough work without having to get mocked for.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why don't you have a fucking drink?
Didn't realize I was being a jerk off like that.
Man, they can just ruin nice moments so easily.
You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing.
You just had such a good time at the orchard.
I know.
That's not a bill, that's a beat.
Too many jokes.
That was you. He made that joke about the,
Oh!
Oh my God, really?
You know, I could have called you Ichabod Crane, but I didn't. Nothing.
Jesus.
Here's to the Johnson brothers.
Johnson brothers.
It is like impressive how terrible they can just make things for no fucking point.
In fact, a terrorist could even use a shipping container to smuggle himself into the country.
So you're gonna start using shipping containers?
The news team put some radioactive shit in one of them. Wasn't even detected.
Maybe you can get your Vespas in that way.
What's the matter with you?
No, it is some scary shit.
Speaking of scary shit, was that you in the bathroom this morning?
Oh, yeah.
It's like the second Tony showed up, they just started ganging up on Christopher.
Be careful of the alligators down there.
All right, tough guy.
Such a different vibe when it was just Christopher and Tony B.
Yep.
Right back to when he was like, whatever, 10, 11 years old. Oh. How many times does Tony kick this guy's ass?
I just come from the hospital. You said you wanted to know.
How's he doing?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Who's this?
See you later.
I don't know who that was.
At the dermatology nurse?
Well, they got all the best skin treatments, half price.
When he got the cancer removed?
Gonna be okay, the kid?
He's big, strapping, he'll be all right. But he's got some hearing loss. The poor fuck knows he should keep his mouth shut.
No, he shouldn't. Tony's just a piece of shit.
You make sure he gets the best.
Solve all your problems with money.
All that money's not making it.
No.
He don't want to see you.
Why would he?
These things happen, T. That's why I don't like to talk politics.
That's like the 5th time he's gotten beaten up by Tony in there.
Those telemarketers, just hang up. Hang up.
Okay, please don't call again.
Wow, Janice?
Bobby! Solve, come on!
I was like, Bobby's right there. Oh, Bobby Jr. Look how nice that was, Tony.
Good eggplant, Jack. Yeah, delicious.
He's so pissed.
Just wondering what Harpo's up to.
Who's Harpo? Who?
That's Hal, Janice's son.
Oh my God, Tony. He saw a little bit of happiness and he was like, how can I fuck with this?
He's half French-Canadian, Harpo.
All right, Tony. Make fun of a boy because of his name.
Just trying to get Janice to snap, and it might work.
I wonder what's French-Canadian for. I grew up without a mother. Sacre bleu, where is me mama?
I don't got it right there. I'm the boy's uncle.
Look how proud he is. Woo! God, he's so pathetic. All right, that was episode 9 and 10 of The Sopranos. What'd you think?
Those were very strong episodes.
Yeah, those might be my 2 favorite. It's always hard to remember. Everything is just such a blur. What happens when?
Yeah.
But I absolutely loved those 2 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, especially episode 9.
Yeah, episode 9. Oh my God, that was fantastic. I think a theme through the 2 of them, which honestly, it pops up all the time, so I shouldn't be surprised as much as I am. But there are so many people on this show who are just so insanely fragile. They're supposed to be these strong mafia guys who commit crimes and murders. But this is honestly like the Real Housewives of New Jersey, except for someone dies every few episodes. But it is so pathetic, the level of drama and cattiness that goes around these guys. It's insane. And I mean, most of the time it centers around Tony, but Tony is just as susceptible to just little drama that sets him off. It's so crazy. I don't know. It just always shocks me, and it really shouldn't. But I think that was a common theme for at least these 2 episodes, because there was, in both episodes, a situation where guys are sitting around joking with each other, having a good time, laughing, and then just one little joke goes slightly too far, and it just kills everything.
Yeah.
It happened at the construction site, and then it happened at dinner.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are you doing, guys? You can't talk to each other without getting pissed off and storming off. Even you said at one point Tony was acting like a kid, getting all fussy and throwing a little tantrum. It's so pathetic, but it's so fun to watch. I love these 2 episodes.
I mean, I think you said it all in terms of the fragility of these men. But it is really funny because I think there's been a number of times where we've just been like, why are all these women sleeping with Tony? And we get so many comments that are like, oh, it's the alpha mentality and all of this stuff. And I'm like, then you look at this shit and it's like...
So alpha of Tony to look at Janice being happy and being like, I'm going to fucking destroy her day and make her cry and scare these kids and leave a little smile on my face just to prove a point that anger management doesn't fully work or something? What were you trying to accomplish? That you're better than her or something? So you saw her actually improving her life and you're like, nah, fuck that, I'm above all this, which is kind of what Dr. Melfi was getting at for a little bit. If some of these women would see Tony in some of these other situations, they would be like, is this a child? Is this a little baby? I mean, even when Meadows, I guess now fiance, I don't think he's gonna live much longer, but even when that Finn guy, right? Finn,
yeah.
When he paid for dinner and Tony pissed his pants practically.
The fact that Meadow knew it was coming.
Right, yeah.
This is a long-standing issue here. But yeah, it really comes down to, I mean, it's not just Tony. We're harping on Tony because, I mean, that's just how the last episode ended. But it's really all of them.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, there was a situation where Paulie got pissed off because he told a joke and someone else told a joke after his, and he was like, what the fuck? My joke wasn't able to be laughed at as much. Like, oh, boo-hoo. You have Christopher literally crying on the way home from the orchard because Tony B and Tony were making jokes at his expense. I mean, that one was definitely a little bit more
that one was kind of sad.
And like, yeah, I mean, that was a really sad moment, but like, still, it just all comes through this like joking mentality, or like just the way that the emotional damage, it's not even like physical. Like the physical comes because the emotional damage is already there. Like when the guy shattered the glass on the other guy's head at the construction site, like it's not like they just were fighting, like something hurt his feelings, so then he went straight to rage.
Yeah.
So it's like you had that guy, you had Paulie getting upset, you had the situation with Christopher, you had numerous situations with Tony. It was just going through so many different moments where like there was rage or chaos. And I mean, there was a variety of reasons. I mean, like some of the more realistic reasons is like Johnny Sack getting pissed off, like at the funeral and stuff. Like obviously that's a pretty major reason to be pissed off, but even like some of the retribution is like the little catty remarks when like Tony was at the car and he was like getting his car wash or something, and he was like, well, you know, your brother didn't go there and neither did the Vespas, bye. And like it's like, really? Like
it was a culmination of almost all of the characters in the show, and just kind of how they were dealing with rage. And I actually love the conversations that they had, that Dr. Melfi had with Tony. I feel like that was a huge breakthrough.
Those are some of my favorite moments. I mean, with Tony having like the attack in the office and stuff, and like actually working through what the actual reason was for his like panic attacks and stuff. Or obviously like the conversation about depression and rage and stuff. I mean, yeah, those were excellent.
Yeah, and then we had Janice in the anger management program, and I feel like that was huge. And I think, I mean, maybe not everyone can relate, but I think a lot of people can probably relate to just letting like exterior things just get to you. And, you know, when Janice was just like, wow, what are they supposed to do? Just get away with it? And then Tony brought up the same thing later on. And it was just really interesting to me because that's, I feel like, what makes rage is that you think that you need to like do something about it versus deciding to not.
Right. To not let it affect you, or to not act on that impulse or whatever.
Yeah.
What was it? She like called it like a sense of like entitlement or something.
Yeah.
I can't rave enough about these two episodes. I mean, there's a million reasons why I love these episodes. Obviously, I feel like that main theme is there. There were so many great moments, like you said, with Dr. Melfi, between Tony and Carmela and stuff. Like when Tony like got into Carmela's face at like dinner or something, when she finally said that she was going to divorce him.
I don't really know what's going to happen with that situation, honestly, because Carmela is trapped.
Yeah.
And she's trapped solely because Tony doesn't want to let her go. And he's made it now impossible for her to get a divorce. Obviously, they're living separate lives, and she's, you know, she did date the teacher or principal, whatever he was.
Right.
So, like, she is able to do those things, I guess, like, live her life, as she wants to say, but she's never gonna have that actual freedom. So watching that whole situation was, I mean, it sucked, I think. Obviously, Carmela is not perfect by any means.
No.
We've talked about this before, that, you know, she knew what she was getting into. She loved it when she could just kind of thrive off of this lifestyle. But now that she's like trying to get away from Tony, she can't. And it's like, it is shitty to see that happen to her. But yeah, it's like complicated, because then also she like, did you really think you were gonna be able to just get out of this? Like, this is never gonna happen unless it's on Tony's terms, which sucks, but it's like,
that's just the reality of the situation.
Exactly. So very interesting. And then to see her conversation actually with that guy and saying like, oh, I'm gonna get back with my husband.
Yeah.
And even Ro was like, why did you say that? She's like, I don't know.
It just came out. There were so many amazing things again about this episode, like all the stuff you're saying about Tony and Carmela, but even like how they played with that, with like the bear coming back.
Yes.
And like her looking out the window and seeing the bear. And then when she's like, I'm gonna do the divorce, and the bear leaves. And then there was another shot of her like looking out the window, and you think, oh, maybe the bear's back. And it cuts to Tony in the pool. It's just like, this is great. This is so good.
And then she drains the pool.
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be a lot of back and forth going on. So very interested to see kind of what happens with this divorce, or if she's just kind of gonna do little things like the pool to make it more complicated for Tony.
Yeah.
Until maybe eventually he just gives her more money. I don't think he's gonna give her the divorce. So I don't know. I'm interested to see where that goes. And then you have like the juxtaposition of Meadow getting engaged.
Yes, yeah. Oh my God, that was great too, with, you know, Carmela crying and looking out at Tony again, and obviously talking about, you know, oh, I'm engaged and all this stuff, and like tears to her eyes. I think she was probably crying more about her and Tony's situation versus Meadow's news.
Yeah, I think she's probably going to be happy for Meadow, but then I think she is, like, in relation to her and what's going on with her and Tony, I think she is actually concerned about Meadow's age. I think that they're cute, Meadow and Finn, but we watched, like, that whole, like, night up of them arguing.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, I mean, they said they were just gonna get engaged and they weren't gonna get married till they finished Meadow. Like, it's gonna be a long engagement.
Right.
But yeah,
even that was like set up so perfectly because he was having conversations with that one girl who was at the construction site.
Yeah.
Talking about like, oh, well, I mean, if you're not married, you're just living with each other. You can just pack up your shit and leave whenever. And then, you know, fast forward and he has his suitcase out ready to pack up his shit and leave when shit gets hard and stuff.
Yeah.
And that construction girl was talking about like, oh, unless you're like married, it doesn't really count. And then he's like, hey, let's get married. Like, everything was just set up so perfectly in this episode. And even like still with Meadow and Finn, like I was thinking when he was going to the construction site early, I was like, oh man, he's going to be tempted by this girl. And it hits you out of nowhere, fucking nowhere, for that one guy to be caught giving the blowjob to the other guy. Vito, I think?
Yeah, Vito. Honestly, when he went to the job site early, I do have to say, I didn't really think anything of it because that girl actually, the fact that she was like asking about his relationship and stuff, I felt like she did respect it. He was obviously didn't have his eyes totally in the right place at all times. That was terrifying. And there was like a jump scare to have him open up the Andy Gump door.
Yeah. I thought for sure he was just gonna bang, bang, bang. Like, I don't know.
When he's like, I got something for you. It was like, oh my God. And then he didn't show for the tickets. And we, both of us were going back and forth so much about how Finn was gonna react to this lifestyle.
Yeah.
Working at the construction site, what he was gonna see, what perks he was potentially gonna get. Obviously, Paulie treated him like shit until he knew who he was. So it was like going back and forth, and I thought that was such a horrendous idea from Meadow to get him even near the business at all. I don't know. It's scary because then you don't know if Tony's gonna pull him in anyways. I just think of Carmela's cousin.
Yeah, the whatever guy that there was
investment.
Yeah. We haven't seen him in a while, but I'm sure he's still around doing some bad stuff.
I think we've seen him at little parties, gambling and whatever. But so it should be interesting. It would be more interesting if they just up and left to San Diego.
Yeah, just got out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's hard to say, is he marrying Meadow because he's like, fuck it, let's get married? Or is he like, man, the only way I can stay not dead is to be married into this Soprano family?
I don't think so.
That might be too far thinking.
Yeah, no, I think he's scared. I don't think that's what it was. I think he already kind of had it in his mind a little bit after that conversation with the girl that works at the office.
Right, yeah.
So I think it was already kind of on his mind. And the fleeing would have been if it was just based on being scared, I think.
Right, yeah.
So I thought it was really cool to see a lot more of Meadow because we haven't seen a ton of her since she left college.
Especially because the story directly tied into Tony's crew and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, we could just keep going on and on. I mean, beautiful moments, hilarious moments, terrifying moments.
Yeah.
How sweet and calm and peaceful it was for Chris and Tony B to like really bond on this trip and at the orchard. And
unburying bodies.
Yeah, bodies that they killed and stuff. But it's this beautiful moment.
Yeah.
And then Tony just enters the picture and it just gets progressively worse and worse and worse until Christopher leaves crying. Like, Tony's on a mission to make everyone in his life so fucking miserable.
Yeah.
And obviously that ties in with Janice, like talking about how like I was just making everyone in my life miserable, which is why he went off the deep end. But
yeah.
And you have all of this like beautiful conversations, things being set up perfectly, and then you have this overarching just doom with New York versus Miami, technically, not Miami, but I'm saying Miami for Little Carmine, and then Tony Soprano.
Yeah, I feel like that's the other big looming.
Yeah.
Like, you're just waiting for the shoe to drop. It seems like it's all out there at this point. Everyone, including Johnny Sack, is aware that Tony B is the one that killed his...
whatever, protege, kind of, or...
Yeah, I mean, maybe protege.
Yeah.
I mean, he took him under his wing and he chose him, he said.
Yeah.
But even Tony B to bring it up to Christopher, which I was surprised that he would even...
talk about it.
Right, just kind of get it out there. Obviously, he was denying it,
Yeah.
but for him to even bring it up was surprising. But now the Johnny Sack, like, stopping the Vespas from getting to them, like, this is gonna become a much bigger issue.
Oh, yeah.
And once, I mean, at this point now it's affecting money, like, Tony's gonna lose it.
Yeah, I mean, he's already, raging out any chance he gets.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. I mean, that's the beauty of Sopranos, is that you go into these episodes, we are kind of coming off of this moment of Tony B killing one of Johnny Sack's guys. You think, oh man, we're gonna go hard on this whole like war between Johnny Sack, Little Carmine, Tony B and stuff. Yet you can go out of nowhere to like this very compelling, funny, interesting storyline with Finn.
Yeah.
And a whole section dedicated to like Christopher and Tony B.
And then Janice.
And Janice had a big part. I mean, I can't believe how excited we were for some Janice storylines.
I feel like hell has frozen over.
Oh yeah, hell definitely froze over because Janice defended her kid and then made some serious progress with the anger management.
Yes.
Like, she even had that great moment with, like, the little girl, like, with the Hawaiian punch or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, put it back. She's like, okay. Like,
yeah, because she had some harsh words for Janice.
I mean, kids could be super brutal and honest and stuff.
Yeah, and obviously, she moved in relatively quickly, I feel like, after her mom died.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's some resentment there anyways, but yeah, that was some, like, ugh.
Yeah, that cut deep.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's what I'm getting at. Like, you can go in expecting, oh, we for sure have to pay attention to this story and get something completely different, completely unexpected. And these might be my two favorite episodes of the season.
Yeah, no, I mean, this has been a really strong season overall. There's just so much happening. So I'm excited to see, I guess we have 3 more episodes left of this season, and then we have like a mega season. And then we're done. Like, I can't believe how fast this is going.
Yeah, insane. And I mean, I think we've talked about a bunch how this show will definitely give you very strong motives or moments to not like someone. Mm-hmm. These episodes were strong on Tony, for sure. Like, he was such a destructive force in these 2 episodes.
Yeah, it just slaps you upside the head and you're like, don't forget, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. So I'll forget next episode. And I'll be like, come on, Tony. But this was great.
Yeah, no, these were really, really strong episodes. Definitely some of the best of the season.
Yeah. So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.